live at the Daytona International Speedway. Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Time for the Pepsi post-race show. Plenty of fireworks here at Daytona. You can go all the way back to the Daytona 500 in February. Kevin Harvick just edges Mark Martin. You know something? That's like a mile compared to what we just saw.
This is just edges somebody right here.
Yeah. This is 5/1000ths of a second. Jamie McMurray will always be known as a Daytona winner. He's in victory lane, and here's Marty Snyder.
And what a long road this has been for Jamie McMurray. It's been October of 2002. His second career start, he won then. And here we are, 5 years later. He's back in victory lane. 166 races. It took a while, but I'll bet the wait was worth it. Look at the high fives from his team, diving into the mosh pit. This is one happy victory lane. We'll catch up to him. Did you ever think this day Jamie wasn't going to come again?
Oh, you know, I always said that, or I said it for 5 years, however long.
Larry Carter's crew chief.
I said it, you know, there would never be another victory like Charlotte, and when you wait so long to win, oh, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's just, it's incredible, and every driver out here that goes through that knows how special this is. So, you know, I started crying, and I'm like, what are you crying for? Just because you're happy, you know, celebrate. But I'm happy for all these guys. We had a tough year last year, and Irwin, Crown Royal, Coke, everybody stuck with us, and I cannot believe I'm in victory lane at Daytona, of all places.
I can't tell you how exciting those last few laps were. How were they from the cockpit?
I didn't know it was the last lap. Carl, you know, I mean, he helped me win the race. He shoved me and probably could have made it 3 wide, but he pushed me to the win. So huge thanks to Carl Edwards. But they said it's the last lap, and I knew we were going to rub doors all the way here. And I did want to get on the bottom because I knew the outside would have the run, but I don't believe it.
You can relax now. It's true, Jamie. You won at Daytona.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, Jamie McMurray in victory lane, and it's a very happy victory lane, Matt Yoakum.
And what an exciting day for Kyle Busch. He took the Busch Series win this morning, and last year he was second and almost took the Pepsi Firecracker 400 victory. What a final lap. Take us on that last lap, and if you could do anything over again as far as your strategy, who you could work with, what would you do?
Well, I think everything was kind of going pretty well there. You know, we were on the outside there pushing Jeff or somebody there for a little bit, and then there was an opening for me to go to the inside, so I ducked down and went to the inside, and then there was a hole a little bit later for Jeff to get in behind me, and the 48 was there, and he got shuffled out. But, you know, we just didn't have much help from the teammates tonight, but, you know, our car, Kellogg Chevrolet, was pretty fast, and it had to be the best Hendrick car out there. So proud of that effort by all the guys and just being able to run up front all night, and got to thank my brother there for pushing me at the end and sticking with me. But, you know, going into 3, I think if I would have lagged back just a little bit more, let Jamie get further ahead, I probably could have had a better suck and side draft coming down the front straightaway. But as soon as I started slowing down, he started slowing down, so there wasn't much we were going to get by with there.
Well, I know it was very close looking through the windshield. Let's try to roll it back so you can get an eye view of what it looked like on film, because it was a photo finish. Here we go, out of turn 2.
All right, this is a long ways back. I knew that he can beat me however much he wanted to down the back straightaway. I was just kind of relaxing at that point and looking at my mirror, making sure to see who I had behind me. And getting into 3, I figured, well, I'm ahead now, so he better slow it up and get back closer to my brother's front bumper and let him get ahead. So that's what I'm doing right here, is just trying to whoa up. And I figured, all right, that's probably good enough. I better get rolling here and come up and get the side draft off him. And I guess I must have got it a little bit too soon or something, but I don't know, maybe if I would have held it down low, I would have won the thing. From that angle, I won. I don't care.
Hey, great night tonight.
All right, thanks.
And here's one more look. Take a look at this little picture here. That is how close the final race in this car configuration was at Daytona. Look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty close. There ain't much there. ain't much I could have done different, I guess.
As BP would say, man, oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ralph?
We're down here with Kurt Busch. Kurt, just like you and I talked at New Hampshire, this team's been building a tremendous amount of momentum lately, and you got another third-place finish on a restrictor plate track here tonight. Where's all the momentum coming from?
Well, it's just good to run at a restrictor plate race. For us, we were really close most of the night, really good on the long runs, but on the short runs, it seemed like all the cars could gang up and be there at the end. And for us, with the Miller Lite Dodge, well, it was a great run. Whether we won, pushed Kyle to victory, I really wanted to do that. Just couldn't quite get there at the end. So I'm real happy with third place. Plate tracks have been good to us. We just need a little bit of luck the next few races.
Lindsay?
Clint Boyer rode to a 7th place finish. Clint, what are your feelings after leading there towards the end?
I was a little bummed out, actually. We just got too far behind. Had too many teammates behind us teamed up on us there at the end, but you know, Gil and everybody on the Jack Daniels Chevrolet just brought me a heck of a race car and gave me a good chance. We about got there. I tell you, we was out in the lead, and the ignition box of all things just cut out. And, you know, that was so weird. It took me a second to figure out. It just took me a while to figure out what happened. We hit the other ignition box and it took off again, and you know, that was kind of a bummer. Got us set back, and then we get back in the lead, and I'm thinking, man, we might have them after all. And then, you know, they just went around me. But it was a good effort, a good day for us. We needed a good points day to get us back in this thing. But man, I wanted to win that thing.
And Matt, I know that Clint is not superstitious, but is it any irony that it's 7-7-0-7 and he ends 7th? Matt?
Could be, and Jeff Gordon had a great top 5 finish. At times it seemed like we were at Talladega. At other times it seemed like we were at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. How crazy a night was it for you?
Oh, it was nuts, man. We weren't very good. You know, we really struggled, and I got to give a lot of credit to this race team because they never gave up. They made great adjustments, and you know, this DuPont Pepsi Chevrolet was pretty awesome there at the end. You know, I got into the outside lane, made some good moves, and you know, then I was just kind of stuck there. And I made a bad move when I tried to go around the 26th outside. It was too early, and I thought I was in big trouble. But you know, I had the momentum, so I tried to go with it. Luckily, I got back to the inside and got back up in the top 5. And the top 5 is a great finish for us tonight because we had about a 12th, you know, 15th place car, and that was a great effort.
Typically here, you always have a certain lap in your mind. You need to start making your way to the front if you're at a certain point in the field. Was it different tonight?
I was trying to get the front every single lap out there. You know, luckily the cautions fell right for us where we got to get 4 new Goodyears, and you know, when the cautions fell, we were able to either come in and get 4 more, or we stayed out that last time, and we had track position, and you know, then we were able to get the lead. And I mean, unfortunately, I lost my drafting partner Casey Mears, and also in Jimmy Johnson. Looked like, you know, those tires finally wore out on Casey, so I knew I was a sitting duck at that time.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, great job to Jamie McMurray, too. He drove the wheels on that thing. He was completely out of control, but he got it to the finish line first. That's all that matters.
Jeff Gordon, 5th here at Daytona, Ralph.